Welcome you all back to my channel, which is long distance relationship and dating. I hope you're all in the best of health and you're staying safe. As we go along, as requested, red flags, that's a topic that I've mentioned. I've been requested to emphasize more, so I will elaborate more on red flags as we go along. But first, let us look to the great book, which is the Bible. And I look today at 1 Corinthians 13, 4-7, the description of love. And it states, love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoice with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hope all things, endures all things. That's the word of the Lord. So if we continue to follow the word of the Lord, asking for guidance along the way, in anything that we do, not only relationships alone, in anything that we do, we can always get the blessings. So just keep on asking for blood coverage as we go along in your daily activity, right? So we are going to go into the topic now, red flags, right? So red flags are things that you notice about your partner, things on more like on the negative end, not the positive. So it narrates itself from the positive and gone into the negative. So I'm going to list some issues that may occur that you have to look out for at all times. And I'll start off with lack of consistency, right? Your partner is lacking in consistency. That means the partner don't regards certain things, certain duties that the partner used to do. He or she don't consistently check up on you, call you, ensure that you're all right, ensure that everything is going according to what you all planned. If you have a disagreement, then you know that you'll make it up and talk about it and stuff like those. You understand? We'll go on the next one, which is they don't justify their bad behavior, because you know in some relationship a lot of abuse and don't care issues may arise where you may do something but you don't feel that you're supposed to apologize for what you have done. So therefore you may hurt your partner feelings, and then you don't feel that you're supposed to apologize or make up. You just feel that, all right, you did this already and that's it, and it's finished right there, right? So that will allow your partner to be more resentful or maybe more afraid, or because persons are different, right? Not everybody is like upfront. Some persons have a shyness in them where they don't want to push out certain things. So most times you find in some relationships where you have what I call advantage. People use advantage. They work on advantage. So for example, if you're the individual that is mainly providing, right, you feel that you're at a standard where you're not supposed to do certain things, right? If you enter the house and individual is in the kitchen and maybe preparing a meal, you don't feel that you may join the individual and you may wash little plates, or you may help out with the cooking and all of those little things. You just feel that, all right, you're providing, so let me go and sit and wait on dinner to be served and all of that. Let me tell you, no one is a slave, right? So everybody is basically living free, right? So You're not supposed to be obligated to certain things in a relationship. A relationship should be a balanced platform, right? Where each one has a say, right? The next one we'll move to is they don't talk through issues, right? So issues arise and you just push it off, right? And it goes on and it may occur again, and then you don't deal with it, so it keeps on occurring. So you allow that room for that issue to be hanging right there. Instead of dealing with the issue, you allow it to stay around. So it pops up now and then. So you always find there's a confrontation anytime that issue arises. Here in a relationship, it's basically should be a respectable relationship where you're able to talk to your partner. You're able to discuss certain matters and resolve it without being angry at the end of the day. Yeah? You have argument arise and you discuss it, and you can go to sit happily after. You understand? The relationship continues. It's not burdened down. Right? They are constantly testing your boundaries. Right? So, testing your boundaries meaning that you may not like a particular type of thing, and then in every instance the situation arises, right? So it's more like you're annoying your partner, right? So the annoyingness, which you don't do things to people which you don't like to be done to you, right? So you don't annoy your partner, right? Allow your partner to be always comfortable, right? They are overly critical about their previous partner, man. So they will be sleeping, you both will be sleeping in bed, and then all of a sudden you hear names calling, right? When you listen out and you check names, that's not your name, right? So it's a previous partner. So the previous partner may see you move on and your life going well, and then they just feel like they're supposed to intervene. But you allow that space for them to come in back, and then now they come in, and then the long time, them say ansness wake up, and you start endorsing back on that, then it becomes a problem between you and your partner. You should not allow that. Once you move on, then you move on, right? Once you know that you find a partner which you're comfortable with, right? And you accept that for a fact, because at the end of the day, you're playing with feelings, right? And emotions. You don't play with feelings and emotions. Not everybody can handle feelings and emotion. So be careful what you're doing. It's a decision making. You have to make the decision and then you go into it. So don't allow your previous relationship to affect your present relationship. Right? Alright, I'm going to leave 3 tips with you on how to have a good relationship, right? And tips for a long distance relationship. First one, focus on quality communication, right? Don't take up the unnecessary conversation and bring forth to the table. Quality conversation. So even if it's in texting, right? And then your partner may text you something like he or she may be telling you about something or expressing something that went on through the day, and all you have to reply is said, okay. And then she may text you something again, or he may text you something again, and then you may answer again and say yes. So the conversation is not prolonging. You're not picking up the conversation, so it's not going anywhere. So you find that it's a one-hand basis, right? Where one is trying to push out to hold a conversation when one is trying to ignore a conversation, right? The next one is let the boring details become connective, right? So try to be, as I said in previous videos, try to be creative, right? Just be creative and don't let the conversation be boring, because you don't want to be called bored. You're boring, and you don't want your relationship to be boring, right? It's supposed to be exciting and happy. Everybody's supposed to be enjoying themselves. All right, the last one is don't put your life on hold. Don't put your life on hold, right? So if you find that the relationship is not going to the way you want it to go, then you move forward. There is better life out there. As they said, every hoe of them stick a bush. So don't put your life on hold. So continue to watch as I upload more videos. Thanks much.